This hotel has no front entrance. You enter through an abandoned quarry and sleep 300 feet underground, surrounded by fish. It cost $300 million to build, and it is not even the wildest one. China just built hotels that look like spaceships, floating spheres, and a golden flower that glows from space. American architects are studying these buildings, trying to figure out how they are even possible. The gap between what China is building and what the rest of the world considers cutting edge is not just wide, it is 100 years. Here are the 6 most futuristic hotels on Earth. Number 6. Intercontinental Shanghai Wonderland. Imagine a hotel that does not reach for the sky. It plunges into the earth. The Intercontinental Shanghai Wonderland descends 288 feet into an abandoned quarry. This is not just a building in a hole, it is architecture that inverts everything you thought hotels were supposed to be. The glass facade clings to the quarry walls, each level stepping down into darkness. 2 floors are completely underwater. You sleep in a suite where floor-to-ceiling aquarium walls surround you. You watch fish gliding past while you are cocooned nearly 300 feet below ground level. Illuminated levels cut through stone. Waterfalls cascade past your window. An internal atrium glows like a portal to another dimension. This is what hotels look like when gravity stops being a constraint and depth becomes luxury. Number 5. Morpheus Hotel Macau. Zaha. Hadid looked at the future and carved it into 40 stories of pure sculptural insanity. The Morpheus Hotel looks like liquid metal frozen mid-transformation. The entire center of the building is hollow, a massive void punched straight through from bottom to top. The structure wraps around it in flowing geometric curves that make your eyes work to understand what you are seeing. There are no right angles here. No traditional walls, just an exoskeleton of white lattice that looks organic and alien at the same time. From one side, it is a tunnel. From another, it is a wave. From above, it is a figure 8 twisting through space. The design changes depending on where you stand. At night, light pours through that central void, and the whole building glows from the inside out. Every surface flows into the next. Every line curves into impossibility. This is not a hotel, it is what happens when you let the future design itself. Number 4. Chimelong Spaceship Hotel. They didn't build a hotel, they built an actual spaceship and put beds inside it. The Chimelong Spaceship Hotel sits there like it's ready for launch. This massive dish-shaped structure looks like it escaped from a science fiction film. The exterior is gleaming, metallic silver, smooth and seamless. Every surface is curved like aerospace design because that is exactly what this is. Spacecraft aesthetic applied to hospitality. There are no traditional hotel features here, no columns or lobbies you would recognize, just this enormous horizontal disc with rings of light circling it, porthole windows, and a silhouette that belongs in orbit. At night, it lights up in blues and whites, and you half expect it to lift off. You don't check into this, you board it. Every detail screams tomorrow. The smooth, hull-like exterior, the way light plays across metallic surfaces, and the sheer audacity of making a hotel look like interstellar transportation. Number 3. Grand Lisboa, Macau. A golden lotus flower explodes into the sky, rising 47 stories. The Grand Lisboa, Macau is what happens when you take a flower, make it futuristic, cover it in gold, and build it taller than most skyscrapers. The petal design radiates outward and upward, each section catching light differently. The entire structure shimmers like liquid gold frozen in bloom. At night, the building transforms into something even more alien. Lights run up each petal, the gold reflecting every color of the spectrum. The whole thing looks like a beacon from an advanced civilization. The design shifts as you move around it. From one angle, it is a flower. From another, it is a crown. From above, it becomes a starburst of impossible geometry. You can see it from miles away, glowing gold against the skyline, refusing to blend in like architecture from a world where spectacle became the only language. Number 2. Tianzi Hotel. 3 ancient Chinese gods stand 41 stories tall, and they are not statues. They are a functioning hotel. The Tianzi Hotel takes figurative architecture into territory that feels like a hallucination made real. Fu, Lu, and Shou rise into the sky, their robes flowing down the building's facade, their faces staring out over the landscape. Every floor is carved into the contours of their divine bodies. The gods' garments are guest rooms. Their heads are penthouses. Their arms wrap around corners. Every window is part of a face or a robe fold. The design is so audacious it borders on absurd, and yet it works. At night, lights trace the contours of the figures, and 3 illuminated deities dominate the skyline like they have stepped out of legend and decided to offer room service. The aesthetic does not exist anywhere else. Nowhere in the world has anyone attempted to make mythology this literal, this massive, this functionally futuristic. Number 1. Sheraton Huzhou Wetland Park Resort. The largest spherical structure on Earth is not a stadium or a dome. It is a hotel sitting on a lake. The Sheraton Huzhou Wetland Park Resort is a perfect sphere of glass and steel. It is an absolutely massive globe that rises from the water like a planet that decided to touch down and offer 5-star accommodations. The scale is staggering. You approach across the lake, and this enormous reflective sphere dominates everything. The futuristic aesthetic is overwhelming in its simplicity, just pure geometry at an impossible scale. Mirrored surfaces reflect sky and water until the sphere seems to disappear and reappear at the same time. At night, the entire globe glows from within. This luminous orb floats on the darkness like something that escaped from orbit. The design is so clean, so perfectly circular, so monumentally futuristic that it makes every other spherical building on Earth look like a practice run. This is what happens when someone says, "Build the biggest sphere possible," and China responds by putting it on the water and making it luxury. These are not just hotels. They are proof that the future of architecture is already here. It is 100 years ahead of what anyone else is building. China did not wait for tomorrow. They built it today.